Welcome to another session, day 7 out of 21 days. I must admit that it's been a few days after the second session. I just took some days off leading into the whole Independence Day. There was a lot of fireworks, loud music, cars, mufflers, all that stuff going on. So I just took the time just to really do nothing, right? But I did study though. I'm studying some materials, not ready to share to you guys as yet. Hopefully one day I can, but right now it's the season of study. It is what it is. All right. So on this day 7, we're going into self-love. All right. The whole month of July, we're going into self-love, where, hey, there's a lot of things out of your situation, out of your circle, that's out of your control. How can you be able to regain control of your situation, regain your energy? Don't allow other things to bother you. Just be able to stay maintained on your day-to-day on how to handle things for what's best for you. Okay, so self-love, day 7, month of July, and the video that we're going to listen to today is How to Become the Greatest Version of Yourself by Ralph Smart. He's a YouTuber. Check out his channel, over thousands of videos, over 2,000. The guy he don't count. He just keep on creating videos and some great content on his YouTube channel, Ralph Smart. And we're listening to his voice audio today, which is how to become the greatest version of yourself. Okay. One of the things I want to add in is that habits. From that session 2, I was looking forward to session 3. I don't know what happened. 4th was Independence Day. Rest in peace to the folks that were part of that wrongfully. There was a parade, some kind of shooting that took place in a parade out there in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. But condolences to the family, and just a sad situation that we're still America's trying to cope. America's trying to find its coping mechanisms of how to stop the madness. They're putting on the mental health, but then if somebody's going through mental health, what is the coping mechanisms? They may have to understand how this world we live in is a real life situation. There's no rehearsals. There's no TikTok of, if you're editing your videos. This is not a game. If you're playing video games and it's like, okay, let me hit the restart button. This is a real life situation. So mental health is serious. Saying hi to someone can change somebody's mood. Say hi, hello, hi, good afternoon. If it goes further than good conversation, it's great conversation. If it goes further that the person don't want to talk anymore, hey, at least I took the time to say hi. Don't provoke the situation to upset both parties. One party's trying to be happy and okay, and get so deep into provoking the person that doesn't want to talk. They might be in the mood, just leave that person be. So, but going back to the mental health situation, this is really not a solution to one fix-all matter. I really think it's just a matter that someone just need a different perspective of life. So if they're used to their zip code, they're used to their community, a city, and they've never been to the Caribbean, they've never been to Africa, they've never been to Asia. You understand or see different cultures to kind of calm the sanity in somebody. That, oh yeah, I'm not the only one living in this world. You see it on TV, you could go on YouTube, but actually be in another culture where you get different perspectives and like, okay, all right, I see what's going on here. Let me find some kind of way to appreciate life. Find some kind of appreciation in life. Which for me, what helped me along my journey was definitely being around nature. I could be able to pick a coconut right off the tree, cut the coconut, drink the water, the coconut water, and for me that's heaven. For me that's peace. I could get a mango picker, pick a mango right off the tree. So those things I appreciate them, and it's very small, but it's something to appreciate. Okay, any negative thoughts or something that might harm myself or others, I journal it. Get those whatever's in the mind, get it onto paper, let it sit in that journal, put it away, move on with your journey. It actually helps me. I don't know if it helps somebody else, but you know, we don't have to live through what's in our mind. There's a long intro here. I really didn't think to go that deep into it, but I just want to be able to express to the next potential, the unknown of something devastating happening. It can be avoided right now. It's out there living. It's breathing the next thing. That person may be done and go to jail for what they did, but the idea, the manifestation, the living through still exists. Okay, so that's my thoughts on it. Getting back to the exercise, I didn't see myself going way off topic on that. Once again, I do apologize. We're listening to How to Become the Greatest Version of Yourself. All right, this month, July, I'm putting out there self-love. Okay, where if you Google my name, Alex Blucher, on Google, you scroll down and you could be able to see over thousands of videos of self-love. Sometimes there's music in there, you know, those are the music I like to listen to. There's 2 hours worth of YouTube videos. I didn't listen to all of it, disclaimer, I didn't listen to all of it, but I picked some things out of it. I'm understanding what the creator of that YouTube is trying to say. Okay, so the goal here is to really understand different perspectives, so you as an individual can make a collective decision for a better day tomorrow. All right, and that sounds true. All right, so self-love. In today's exercise, we're going to get into the single leg alternate lunges, single leg lunges alternate. So just one side we're doing 20, and the other side we're doing 20. We're doing 20 squats, 2-minute Asian squat, which is a deep squat. We're doing a 2-minute plank. Okay, the side plank, I'm gonna take it to 30 seconds on the side plank. I have it here for 45 seconds. I'm gonna push it for 30 seconds. If I could go further for 45, that would be a plus. So we're doing ×2. So you know, we're doing both sides there, right? ×2. Upper body, the same as before, which is the curling the brick. We're doing 20 curls. We're doing the rip right. The rip right, we're doing 7 reps, and we're holding it for 7 seconds, and we're extending the rep. Okay, we're extending our arms, and we're doing the raises, the 20 raises on the brick. I will do my best to get through the exercise in the best form, everything, so at least this video could be a little bit shortened. But there's mixed reviews. There's people that don't like long videos, and there's people that are like, hey, keep it short and simple. But if you're doing exercise, are you sorry, are you surpassing the time I'm doing? I don't know. That's a challenge. You know, are you doing exercise that, you know, am I doing it shorter than you? If you're exercising, am I doing it shorter, or are you doing it longer? Yeah, something like that, in that nature of what I'm trying to say. But we all here to have fun at the end of the day. It's not something for me to be all serious and rigid, and you know, this is exactly what needs to get done. It's a challenge, all right? It's a documentary. All right, enough of my talking. Day 7, let's get started, okay? How to become the greatest version of yourself. Ralph Smart, what you got for us?
Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in nature. First thing in the day is beautiful. how to become the greatest versions of ourselves. On my journey, what's helped me is to realize the secret of becoming the greatest version of yourself is to let go of whatever does not serve you. That is it. We have to drop it. Free ourselves. It's all about focus as well. Where we place our focus is so essential in terms of becoming the greatest we can be. You turn into what you're tuned into. It's all about how we see ourselves as well. Many of us do not feel we deserve to be great. Many of us do not feel worthy. So to become the greatest version of yourself, you have to say, I am worthy. It's all about changing how we see ourselves, this image. The perception we have of ourselves is greater than the perception other people have of us. That is the secret. To allow yourself to become the greatest version of yourself, we have to begin to strip away the layers until we reach our true authenticity. This is where we find the pearls that lie within. We have to let go of whatever people think of us. We have no control over that, how people act towards us. We only have control of how we react, our attitude. That is the secret. People's opinions of you will always change. However, how you see yourself will stay with you forever. A lot of the times, when we talk of becoming the greatest versions of ourselves, a lot of people say, what's wrong with me? I'm great just the way I am. And yes, we are. We come into this dimension with all the tools we need to have the most magnificent existence. However, we have to ask ourselves every day, can I become greater? For me, on my journey, the answer is yes. Because I am nowhere near my full potential right now. Simply because from birth, we have been living in distraction. We have been programmed. Many of us, we are not in our right minds. We have the television, the media, which tells lies to your vision. It's time to tell our vision. We have to remember as well, to become the greatest version of yourself, you have to place yourself in the right environment. As I see it, we are all plants. What does a plant need to grow? It needs sunlight. It needs water. In essence, it needs to be in the right environment to become and grow and be epic. We need epic plants around, not small bonsais. I love bonsais. We need massive oak trees. So how do we do that? Within the seed lies the blueprint for the plant to become the greatest it can be. However, the seed is not enough. We need to place ourselves in the right environment. You can only begin to become the greatest version of yourself once you begin to love yourself 100%. More so once you begin to accept yourself 100%. It doesn't matter what you look like. You have to embrace the totality of your full existence. From there, you can begin to grow to your full potential. Many of us on our journeys, we are thinking about things that no longer serve us. We blame other people for how we feel inside. To become the greatest version of yourself, you have to take 100% responsibility for your internal condition. We have to see nobody is doing anything to us. We give permission to other people. All the power lies within us. We have to remember the secret to becoming greater is to not externalize your power. I have what we call the red carpet treatment. Many of us, we spend our whole day of thinking about someone that drains our energy. To become the greatest version of yourself, we have to think about people that inspire us. In essence, we have to think about people that we love. The red carpet treatment is where we are thinking of someone in our minds and we are putting all the spotlight on them. We bring out the champagne. We bring out the limousine. It doesn't make sense. Why are we thinking about someone that we don't resonate with? In essence, what we are doing is placing them on a pedestal and we are bowing down to them. So when we go to bed, we are looking up to them. We have all of this fear in our heart. We have to let go of fear, stop living in the mind and begin living from the heart. The heart does not know fear until you think about it. That is the secret. I do not like this person, but I think of them all the time. Thoughts are text messages. Whatever you think about, you draw nearer to you. Love and hate are two sides of the same coin. We have to remember that whatever you focus on, you give energy to. That is the secret to becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. To become the greatest version of yourself, ask yourself, are you focusing on what raises your spirit? Or are you focusing on what tears your spirit away? Are you focusing and giving the red carpet treatment to someone or something that no longer serves you? If the answer is yes, we have to change this immediately. Focus on what elevates you, because whatever you focus on grows. To become the greatest version of yourself, we have to remember that whenever you allow someone else to give you value, you lose confidence. The secret is we have to let go of society's expectations. Remember, you cannot please everyone. It's impossible. We have to remember to live from our heart, to be ourselves. It is better to be yourself than to be a poor version of someone else. To become a greater version of yourself, ask yourself, are you eating to live or are you eating to die? Because whatever we eat, we are becoming. The food contains information. Food can help us become greater. Beautiful music can help us become greater. Going back into nature can help us become greater. In essence, it helps us to become in our most natural state. It gets us back into divine alignment. Becoming the greatest version of yourself is all about sharing yourself with other people. Essentially, it is about connecting with fellow kindred spirits. Ask yourself, who are you sharing your vision with? Who are you sharing your dreams with? If you are sharing your dreams with someone that does not have your best interests at hand, be careful. because they will take away your dreams. Beware of the energy vampire. Are you sharing your dreams with someone that does have your interests at hand? That's beautiful because they will help you fulfill the dream. Push yourself to the limit. Once you do that, you realize there is no limit except the limit you create with your mind. Change your mind, you begin to change your world. In essence, you see that you are creating your own reality. It's all within you. It always has been. Begin to live outside of your comfort zone. Begin to change your pattern and routine. This all helps in becoming the greatest version of yourself. Travel to a country you've never been before. Open your mind. Do not live closed off from the world around you. Go outside. Go into nature. Place your feet on the ground so you can access those frequencies that have been blocked from humanity for so long. They're right in the soil, waiting for you to place your feet on them. Becoming the greatest version of yourself starts with us freeing ourselves from who we think we are. I am not a race, religion, nation, job, or Democrat. I am. Nature's indefinable. We have to let go of all of this programming. Anything that is putting you in a box, get rid of it. Until you see there is no box except the one you create. That is how to become the greatest version of yourself. Becoming the greatest version of yourself is all about updating your system. When you update a computer, what happens? The computer does not change. In essence, all that happens is we have new information within the computer. We get a new download, therefore the computer can work more efficiently. In essence, that is what happens to us. It's a magic universe we live in. We have to open our eyes to the beauty all around us. Smile again. Be happy, have fun. All of this helps us become the greatest version of ourselves. What is the difference between the greatest version of yourself and the worst version of yourself? What is changing here? Because your I am presence is still the same. You are still the same being. However, what is changing is your perception. Becoming the greatest version of yourself allows you to awaken to a world of infinite possibilities. The worst version of ourselves is where we see everything in a limited way. There is not enough to go around. We live in perpetual survival. Becoming the greatest version of ourselves, we see that abundance is our natural state. Therefore, we choose to live in abundance forever because we see there is more than enough to go around. This body that we have is a vehicle. Therefore, it takes action to become the greatest version of yourself. Keep it moving. Move your body because the body is the unconscious mind. The body, mind, and spirit, the three are interconnected. Raise your spirit. What is a spirit? The spirit coming from the Latin spiritus, which is the breath. Are we breathing from our diaphragm? That's how babies breathe, right from their stomach, instead of breathing from our chest. The more prana, air or chi we can allow into our vehicle, the more power we have, the more fuel we have to take us to the infinite heights that lay in our view. There was a film called Best of the Best, and the coach in the film made me laugh all the time. He would say, "You want to be the best? You got to train for it." And yes, it takes action. Nothing happens by itself. We are magic only because we act. That is the secret. Get busy. Get moving. Get living. We have so much potential. You are magnificent. The only question is, you have to see it. Feel alive. To feel alive, you have to be in perfect harmony within yourself.
Day 7. Missed a few days. Imperfection. It's alright. Definitely want to give myself a round of applause for jogging straight through. These black shoes are not running shoes. So just a straight jog, 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Joggers, I ran in these joggers before, but hey, I don't know if that played an effect, but I know the shoes definitely did play a part in that timing. It's okay. A lot was said in the beginning of the intro. If you're listening, a lot was said in the middle of the video. I just want to conclude or come to the closing that, sometimes, majority of times, life is simple. It's just how do we choose to make it more complicated, or how can we choose to really go a path that allow us to flow in peace, allow us to get what's done and not be overwhelmed, allow us to love family, love friends, love associates, love the enemies, love it all, and exercising. I don't know, something about exercising helps me be therapeutic. I'm very therapeutic in this moment, so just really finding that balance, that habit. The days that I was not exercising, I was sleeping a lot. A lot of sleep took place recently. Body needed a rest probably, but it's all good. So yeah, continue on this journey. Don't want to get off topic. Hopefully you guys are exercising. It's not that hard. All it takes is just put on your gym shorts, put on the t-shirt, put on your shoes, socks and shoes, and being out the door. One of the things I am noticing in the community, in my community I should say, not all communities are the same, but something about seeing a good amount of people exercising in the community allows others to come outside for a walk, walking their dog, walking their baby with the stroller, people walking and jogging. So it's really great to see people come outside, just come outside and just enjoy the evening walks and exercise and things like that. So I'm encouraging you, if you're an inside person, you waiting for somebody to push you to go exercise, just do it. You don't have to wait on nobody. You don't have to sign up for a gym membership. If you want to go to the gym, that's fine. You don't have to travel to the beach to go work out in the sand. You could just, if your community is safe, it's really that simple. Find something as short as a half a mile, mile and a half, or 2 miles. My range is about a good 1.3 miles. So I'm a little over a mile and under a mile and a half of the walk and jog. All right. So a lot was said today. Hopefully there was something you could take out of this video, but this thing's gonna continue. Alright, today was a peaceful day. Tomorrow's gonna be a peaceful day also. So with that being said, you guys take care, okay?